Dogs are awesome, man. They can always really rip through this. NaVi haven't lost a single game in this entire competition. EHOME go with their standard first man. Nice Dog take it out. NaVi take out Anti-Mage. EHOME take out AA. Spectre removed by NaVi. NaVi know exactly what they want to do, and Prophet is the first pick.
EHOME. Chen. Not even thinking about it. NaVi go with Chen.
NaVi know exactly what they want to do.
Mirana next one?
Yeah, either Mirana. I think they might even leave Mirana out for the moment. I don't think EHOME is actually going to take up. EHOME had never really played Mirana before. So if they want to let it go, they can. And I am proved wrong. Mirana is picked up by NaVi, so Xbox. Wow, EHOME are not mucking around.
Not even thinking. They already knew it. They were prepared for this.
Well, NaVi have actually been playing almost exactly the same lineup. There's two different variations of their lineup they're playing. So EHOME basically go, if they go this, we know what to go. We're going to work out our counter, and they would have done this last night before they even started. They would say, okay, we're going to beat Scythe. They're going to be prepared for this matchup against NaVi, so we can really stick it to them.
Interesting actually to see. We'll have a look around how both the teams are doing for the drafting stage.
It's actually amazing that both these teams have actually never met each other in this competition. They avoided each other in the group stages. They got put on opposite ends of the brackets. NaVi went through the winners bracket. EHOME dropped down, then went through the losers bracket. And these two teams have actually
not... This is the first time they're meeting each other. That is true.
I think it's ESWC was the last time these two teams actually met up. And that was the grand final of the last ESWC. And NaVi are actually going to go with Viper this time.
And NaVi, we already know, when Nightslug is banned, they go with Viper. If both are banned, they go with Slaughter.
Yeah, that they do. And now ES being banned out. Slaughter also taken away by EHOME.
So currently sort of both teams not mucking around. Both teams already know what they're doing.
They've done the homework. They've been playing the last 5 days. They've been living and breathing Dota 2 for the past 3-4 weeks. NaVi, they actually made the whole thing. When they're actually training up, they'll play one hero, 10 games, one hero, 10 games. They know every single hero. They know every single strat they could possibly come up with. So they know what EHOME's going to do, but EHOME would do the same. EHOME are one of the most experienced teams in China.
Definitely they are. Obviously they have a different lineup than the EHOME 2010 was. They are banning out Lich at the moment. We're a bit surprised because normally they would pick up Lich themselves.
Yeah, but at this point NaVi have actually not got the first pick, but they will have the last pick. They just don't want to have that lane control. Windrunner's actually still in the pool as well. Clockwork Goblin hasn't been picked up. But there's a lot of stuff actually missing for as far as like side lane goes.
EHOME currently what they are lacking are 2 support heroes because they already have 3 laners. Sanking being banned up by NaVi. So no Sanking for 357 and no Earthshaker either. Probably gonna go with Vengeful Spirit.
Either they will or NaVi will. VS is one of those critical support heroes. At this point though, I don't know if EHOME will actually look towards that kind of line. They're going to look to try and support up that Doombringer in the dry lane, so they are going to need something. They are going to need harassment as well. And there's the Vengeful Spirit for EHOME.
Tidehunter.
And Tidehunter straight back by NaVi.
I think this is the first time they're running the Tidehunter though.
Yeah, Tidehunter, this is not a general NaVi strat. We would expect something like this from R-Style though. R-Style is a genius at the draft. And he'll be saving up the best for the grand final, of course. They only need to win 2 matches. EHOME now grouping up together. They always group up together before they pick the last one. And Venomancer is going to be the last one for EHOME. And Pudge! First time ever NaVi pick up Pudge and Tidehunter. And let's get this game underway. The players will pick up their heroes. The $1 million at stake. NaVi need to win 2. EHOME need to win 3.
And we have NaVi for our Radiant side. EHOME is our Dire.
That's right, for people who have joined us for this grand final, haven't tuned in for the rest of it, the VODs are available offline and you want to check them out. We have had some amazing Dota over the last 5 days and we're in the game. So let's check out our NaVi side to start with.
It is not Dandy on Pudge, but it is R-Style.
Yeah, R-Style playing Pudge, Dandy will be playing as Viper. Would you believe it? No, Brett, you would. Xbox will be playing as Mirana. Puppy is playing Chen as always, and Light of Heaven will go as support.
And we nearly always know what EHOME gonna do. It is Crystal's back on Doombringer.
Yes.
FCB's back on Doom. Axe on Storm Spirit. 357 support. The Venomancer. A2O on Vengeful Spirit. And that leaves PLT as the Nature's Prophet.
And Nature's Prophet is actually looks like he wants to solo up the bottom lane.
Oh.
This is going to be dangerous if he does actually get caught out. But Prophet He should be okay. He hasn't leveled up anything just yet, but he'll have to be very, very defensive on the bottom. What's really going to like get a nick in the knot right now is Xbox will be on the bottom lane, and he's just going to be free farming. It's either that or Dendy. Dendy's probably going to be the more logical choice.
Yeah, Force going to play that Mirana solo top once again.
And he's going to go up against Doombringer. Doombringer with a VS and Veno harassment. There is nothing like a VS and Veno harassment. Great stun, great early summon. You can already see a Venomancer. He's already got the Venomous Gale at level 1.
You will always leave it at level 1 because if you level up, and actually
10 seconds
it's not really working for you because it only minimum adds onto your damage at minimum level. Not really much to be added on that.
You get it later with the
worthless. And
first rune, PLT will pick it up. He does a little bit of damage to Light of Heaven right now. Light of Heaven actually taking a lot of damage from that DD rune. Prophet actually has TP. I wouldn't be surprised if he wanted to push on Light of Heaven here. But he will go down towards the bottom lane.
So it looks like EHOME, they want to support FCBs on Doombringer on top lane, want him to free farm once more. We've already seen yesterday what his Doombringer can do when he's farmed up.
And he's going to get the farm too. 820 and 357. They know who they're going to shut down. This man right here, Xbox Mirana.
And on the other hand, Navi's Dandy is going to go very aggressive on Axe's Storm Spirit there.
Oh, Light of Heaven's going to be careful about this. CD rune is about to wear off. PLT decides not to actually hit. The gush already from Thunder. Now PLT turns around to actually hit Light of Heaven back.
There's a fair amount of damage here. Art starts farming as Pudge. So they currently have 2 very tanky heroes. Actually 3 if you count Titan in as well.
Interesting to actually see Dendy going up in the middle lane up against X and actually having Pudge on the bottom lane. Generally, Pudge does like to actually go for the mid lane. That way he can pull those hooks straight across the riverbed. And it takes a long, long time for the hero to get out of there. And now we see Xbox getting harassed back. Not a single point of XP has got on him yet in the first minute and 15 seconds. And that is very unusual for him, even if he is going up against a tri-lane.
That is true. Has to be not even wasting time getting this farm up. But now, he's in XP range right now. But 357 coming from behind. As a Venomancer.
He's just going to gale and harass and move Mirana back, and Mirana is up half a level, but 357 doing exactly the job he needs to right now. But then again, NaVi, they're going aggressive on the bottom lane. They want the tier 1 tower. It's down to half HP already. And now they want to go PLT. Oh! Styles will just turn around and harass. The Hawk on cooldown takes a lot of mana to actually pop that, and now the Rot. They want to harass down. Light of Heaven has no mana for a gush. Puppy as well can't harass, so we actually see PLT able to harass this lane. Past the tier 1 tower, now the gush goes, there is a hook, he pulls it in, PLT's in trouble, he's next to the tower, the first blood is spilled, Light of Heaven gets it. PLT will be back in just a moment.
He was just trying to evade that hook, but Artstar, and currently looking like they still want to go for that tier 1 tower, taking a lot of damage at the moment, but they're pretty tanky, so they can.
Loving him visiting on 357 in the middle lane. He kind of wants level 2 before he goes for this, but he's not going to be able to get it.
Dire's bottom tower.
Maybe just harass, but now we're going to see Prophet TP in. They're going to go for Dendy. He's swung retreat. The slow is on him. He gets the stun. PLT, last hit. Not going to be him as Venomancer the 357. Great aggressiveness from both teams.
One to one apiece, but Artstar already managed to get that last hit on the tier 1 tower on the bot lane. Well, on top lane, it says FCB still farming, but Force getting his much-needed XP.
Yeah.
Just the PLT.
This is the downside when 820, the VS as well as Veno go for a bit of a roam. Makes it a lot harder, because the creep pool needs to keep happening, so FCB keeps the creep right near his tower. I think I'm actually going for top lane, that 357 running up towards the sequence shop.
Then DTPing back into the mid lane to continue the harassment on Axe's Storm.
That's a big kill on Tendy as well. We did see him. He basically won the last game for NaVi. Went for what is a build which no one was really expecting. Going out with the heart instead of going any form of damage on Viper. But he just tanked it up and just pushed it down.
Yeah, and already Magic Stick as well as Ring of Health up on Pudge. So he is already tanky.
Wow,
this 891 HP is a lot.
It's so amazing how much farm Mirana's got. I don't understand how he's got 11 for 1. Doom is 23 for 7 right now, but how is he getting in close enough to do that?
So now 820 controlling the rune for Axe's Storm Spirit. He bottles up a haste rune. Currently just level 4 though, although Dandy died once, both the same level.
Like PLT might get in a little bit of trouble in just a moment. He's trying to harass R-Styles down, but R-Styles is going to go in. He's going to look for the hook. Close range hook. Starts to rot. Puppy's coming in. They pulled in the dire creep wave too. PLT goes in the trees, and he actually, he traps R-Styles, but he hooks him in! The creep wave is there. There is no support to get the extra kill. A fantastic play there by R-Styles. Kind of knew he was going to get sprouted, but managed to still pop the hook.
Yeah, there was no way for Prophet to evade it anymore. He basically trapped himself inside the trees. So another big kill there coming from R-Styles Pudge.
And R-Styles Pudge though, he's the one getting the kills in the bottom lane, but Doombringer is the one who's getting bigger, almost up to back now, Pop's level 6.
And Hayes screwed up on Axe.
Oh, Dendy's in trouble! He's getting stunned, PLT, he's TP'd in, Light of Heaven's in as well, H2O gets a stun, already we lose Survivor, Light of Heaven goes back, Puppy comes in, missing the sprout by PLT, but Puppy's in over his head, he's trying to retreat back to the tower, he just gets brought down by Prophet, EHOME claim a 2-0.
Provos coming for support as well, maybe we'll...
Arrow! 357, able to actually retreat out.
Vanguard up on Doombringer once again.
Holy hammer.
FCB, you boss.
32 for 9, not a single kill. He's doing that just by last hitting. R-Style on the other hand, he's got a ring of health at 900.
Go on X on mid.
They won't be able to get him. PLT's here, he'll just sprout. And next even then, he's up to level 6, so where's his ultimate? So he'll manage to escape out.
Meanwhile, on bot lane, Arthur is still farming. He's not hit 6 yet, although he's already gotten 2 kills.
Regeneration.
I'm so happy we actually got an aggressive match. A2O, actually, Xbox wants this. Arrow is off cooldown. If he hits this, he's not gonna jump up there.
So they probably know that somebody is in support
Radiant's
because
top
this is
tower
EHOME.
is under attack.
EHOME always is a blink away. Doombringer up to level 7 already. Leveling up that Devour again. He's actually got Devour level 4 straight off the cuff. No level
carry
death.
Doombringer. This is carry Doombringer. We see when Crystal plays Doombringer, it's different than when PLT does it. And they're probably going to try to go on Axe there. Arthur's still not 6 yet, so they probably can't. Except if they're going to wait for Storm to expand all his mana, and then they might go.
One creep needs to die for R-Styles to pop 6, and then he'll have the hook ultimate. He's trying to get the position right for it. X has got to be careful.
X probably does not know that Tidehunter's in there as well.
Oh, this is a little bit too far back past the creep wave. He won't even know Pudge is actually in position. Pudge is actually hanging in the trees. Now he's going to look for the hook. He's looking for the opening, but the creep wave's in between them all.
They're probably waiting for like one creep to die. X always keeping one creep at least in between.
Big things for X right now too is he does have that ultimate, so he can actually escape from the hook.
He can, but if Arthur and manages to shift it, it's going to be a different story.
That is true. Not getting close enough. So it's just a battle. X wants to harass R-Style back.
And Arthur wants to kill.
Oh, look who's coming in. Or he's just coming in for farm.
And to Doom just pop that Scorcher to regen a little bit and still farming up on top lane.
In the meantime, Venomous is actually soloing up the mid. I wonder if they're just trying to get his ward levels up. Buying him some time.
He's just probably just preventing Dandy from farming. Well, Dandy's already 6. Probably checking out Dandy's CS score there. He's got 30 for 14, so this is pretty high as well.
And he's still nowhere near the Doombringer, 50 for 11 on the Doom. However, Dandy, I do believe he actually, well, he's died once. Actually, he's died twice. Dandy's actually really been ganked down.
Yeah.
Got a single kill to his name as well.
The only downside for EHOME is currently...
Oh, A2O. Double damage rune on top. He doesn't want the Centaurs to pick it up or kill it.
Why
and
is
they
he not
do.
doing anything? No.
They killed it, and now they're just going to farm up the Earth of Warrior. Plague wards are up. Actually expending abilities to get these guys. They are worth money. And even Storm pulls him back in again.
81 gold. That's fine. Actually quite a lot of money they're coming out for them.
Phase Boot's already up on Doombringer as well as the Vanguard by 8 minutes 30. And he dooms! He's gonna go! Furious TPing in! And will they get it? There's this, he actually clears the way so they can see Xbox! TP comes in, Light of Heaven's here, FTB's got the kill, Light of Heaven is burning, Visual Bear with a stun, it's a double kill for the Prophet! R-Style, he's caught in the sprout! FTB can't stand here, he's taking the tower too much, they must fall back! But still 2 for a one-off trade. Venomancer actually died in the middle lane during that.
How about them very...
Tower! And he fights him down! Fear the Pudge!
Great play there by Artstar and FCB. Too aggressive there. Still wanting to stand in his lane, but not having Scorchers off cooldown. He goes down very easily.
Down the mid, short jumps, Puppy pull, PLT, TP's in, Zendai is the target though. They get him, Gush comes in from Tidehunter. Now they're in trouble, PLT, he's too close, Puppy can last hit him, Puppy does last hit him, it's going to cost him his life. Storm is the one getting the kill. It's Prophet and VS down. Chen and Viper the casualties. 2 for 2, EHOME and NaVi, aggression versus aggression.
6 for 7 at the moment. Really close call there. But Pudge is not died yet.
Not a single thing in the difference in gold. It's about 20, maybe 100 gold in favor of the Radiant, which is not really
Dire's bottom
on the
tower is
game
under
like this.
attack.
Of course, one big thing, and this is really going to test EHOME right now, is this man Xbox. He always disappears. He always finds a place to farm. And really, PLT's got to stay on top of that. It is his job to control that lane.
On the other hand, though, PLT's already died 3 times. And he's not having farm at all.
Hawk! And grabs him! 3 by 7 pops the Oli. X wants to get the kill, but he's not going to be able to. There's no support for him. Such a great initiation tool, that hook.
Yeah, and EHOME, they were not prepared for that Pudge pick. If you know that you're going up against a Pudge, you should be worrying about it all the time.
What I love the most about NaVi's lineup right now, they run the Pudge on the bottom lane until he gets up to a level 3 hook as well as ultimate. From then, he can gank anywhere, but we should not forget the Doombringer on top. The Doombringer on top has 1 death, but 70 for 12 is his CS.
That's insane for minute 11 there.
Doombringer is the biggest hope for EHOME. They want him to be the biggest hope. They want him to be the biggest tank of the world.
Currently, Doombringer is going to be really difficult to bring down for all of NaVi. What they need to do is with physical hits, so Dandy's Viper is going to do the job together with Khvost Mirana.
Such an intense game, and the pressure on these players as well must be going through the roof. Playing Dota is one thing, but playing Dota to win $1 million, that is one hell of another thing.
So he's already in mid lane, already getting into position once again.
Look at this. I love the defensive walls. You need to put the sentry ward up. The vision on the high ground on the mid, that's what gets the hook on 357. That's what Artstar needs to get that hook. But while that sentry ward is up, you have no vision on the mid. You can't get that hook. X now going to pick up a regen rune, bottles it up.
Using it to farm once again.
And oh! Oh! I don't know about you, Flash, but
under attack.
I think I won't live through this.
Oh, well, that's not very good then, because I gotta be solo casting, and obviously you're doing the play-by-play.
Oh man, I'm already starting to twitch. 7-7. We couldn't ask for a better game right now. And even look at that, nothing in it. 0 on the difference in the gold earned. There is nothing in between these teams.
NaVi
the hope for China, EHOME versus NaVi. The remaining hope for Europe. We couldn't have asked for a better grand final.
Currently it really looks like it. Both teams really going aggressive there. More than a kill per minute. Great movement around the map. Great skill display by both teams. 3% should be careful. Artstar is still hanging in there. He's already level 9. So also having max level on Rot.
Look at the urn charge as well. If you can't kill him, throw an urn on him. That'll do the job. Either that or just heal yourself up. He will need that too. Get the kills during the rot. You lose your life as you're rotting the area around you. Look at Puppy now, so aggressive with the Centaurs as well as one Ursa for a stun. 357, really hanging around this mid lane as well.
He's just keeping his lane basically, not wanting NaVi to push in.
The best thing you can do too, NaVi, at this point of the game, they want to take out the tier 1 towers. They want to actually gain the map control. And they don't, and EHOME don't want that to happen. If that starts to happen, then Doombringer gets in trouble. Doombringer, he's already got Vanguard in face. He's also got $2 grand in his bank account. He's about to pop 100 CS in 14 minutes.
This is absolutely insane. On the other hand, Khvost has also been farming up all the time, but not having nearly enough as Doombringer.
Oh,
the highest CS score actually for NaVi side is Dandy sitting on his Viper 64 for 30. 30 denied.
Now we're in trouble. Now we're in trouble. R-Styles wants it. He's gonna hug. He misses. He misses on X. And he runs back out. Haystrom will let him live. That is a big miss there by R-Styles.
But on the other hand, they're just gonna push it in now. 4 people already being grouped. We've seen it happening so many times. The only one who's not there close. And 4 people gonna go on that tower because whoever tries to defend is gonna get pushed in.
Yeah, look at R-Styles. He's already diving through. We see the Prophet
Dyer's
ulti
middle
damaging down the
tower
wave
is
already.
under
This is going to make it a lot easier
Dyer's
if they want to
fortified.
engage.
Fortification 357 should be
X
careful.
is waiting. TP's going to come in. The slow is there. Doom is in. The Ravage Prophet up there for 3, 4, 5, 7. He's already going to take a forward observation clear. Prophet TP's in. Trying to hold the FCB in place. Doom is still not moving. R-Styles held in place. Storm jumps over. He hooks in BLT, the last dish resort. Pudge is the only one dead. FCB still being harassed by Dendy in the high ground.
Getting swapped back by A2's bench for
Light of heaven, light of heaven. X has nothing to jump. Nothing to jump. He wants to kill. He's diving the tower. Dendo's going to get it. This is a massive blunder. FCB, he's still alive, but Dendai, they throw him a free kill, and now he wants a 2-0. Dendai never stops for any man.
No idea why Axe still wanted to get that kill there on Fight Hunter.
It's the
Risking
pressure,
his life for
man.
doing it.
The pressure of $1 million makes you do
I
silly
believe
things.
normally such a technical blunder would never happen on Axe.
Oh.
I was just giving a free kill to Dandy and killing the Storm Spirit. Kavos meanwhile on top lane still farming. FCB coming, he's got something against it. What's gonna arrow, or is he?
No, he's not. Doom is currently on cooldown, even if it isn't, he has no mana for it. Now he does. I can't believe the amount of farm that Xbox gets while the rest of the fight's happening. NaVi is such a great distraction.
They are, because Doombringer TP'd in, so it was 4 and 5, and now we still came on top of it. EHOME not looking really good in this,
Radiant's
because
top
just
tower
Axe
has
and Storm
been
has died.
denied.
Oh, look at that advantage. It's still only 500. It's still nothing. Absolutely nothing.
It's still nothing, that is true. And Pudge also completing this Vanguard. So there you have your tanky initiation. This time they have 2 though. Dandy as well as Pudge.
We're still going to look towards the late game. Dandy did get that kill.
I'm not quite sure if NaVi want EHOME to go into the late game though.
No, NaVi definitely don't. Zoom's already got the best start he could have got.
Outside's invisible at the moment.
He's looking for an easy kill.
He's gonna get it as well.
Maybe not. He's going the wrong way. He's actually going to get in the middle of PLT as well as Venomancer. They can't see him.
Rotates around.
It's a
And
proper invis.
he's gonna see FCB though.
Is he going to initiate? Oh, you better not, because 8-2-0 can easily chain this off. Unless support does come in for NaVi. The invis room's only got a couple of seconds. He is going to initiate FTB. And good swap there. Stun as well. Why did he go? Why did he go? He gets routed. R-Styles throws his life away. He wanted the Doom kill. Sacrificing his life for the Doom was going to be more than worth it, but he just handed Doom a kill. Stop! Jump! On Xbox, the leap is there. The leap will come. X doesn't have enough mana to actually jump, not without another stun. The Howl of Terror. X wants to chase him. He won't go past the tower this time.
But on the other hand, Doombringer getting that last hit. Look at his gold account at the moment. 3.7k is up on Doombringer.
Radiant is going to be up by 20 at this rate. With a Vanguard, with base.
He's got 3.8k right now.
20-minute range is what we generally think if we think of Syllabear, one of the old heroes from Dota 1 with an insane ability to farm. Not a Doombringer. Not through Devour.
Apparently he should be careful though. He's the only one on top at the moment. If they want to gang him, they can do it right now. But they're using face to actually go back now. Probably going to use the
He
chicken
just
to fire
spent it. He just spent it. This is flying out right now.
They should actually, we've always seen chickens getting killed at the same time. So
I want to watch this chicken. This chicken cannot die. In fact, is he going to go the safe route? He does go back from the river.
I hope he does, because otherwise this is going to spell really bad for EHOME.
The only one
on Doombringer is going to face.
The only one there is Dandy, and he can't cross the river at this point.
So really looking like the Sekiro is going to come in on Doombringer.
It's safe. Look at even now, R-Styles wanting to make a run.
And Doombringer also devouring up that Alpha. We've already seen Crystal doing it. This is carry Doom with critical strike as well as the pack leader's aura from the Wolf.
Arrow flying towards mid. They want to check out. Looks like it's going to be a push.
That hook just misses.
Now the defense got to come. Already Prophet's got his
Dyer's
credits
middle
there.
tower
And
is
they do
under
pull back
attack.
from the tier 1 tower. They realize this is not worth the fight.
Dyer's middle
Let it
tower
go.
has
Jan
fallen.
getting the last hit. So two towers.
They got defense at the tier 2 though. NaVi don't stop at 1. They go to 2, or will they?
Artstyle, he really
Radiant's
wants the
bottom
3x7.
tower.
Doombringer has no
Under attack.
TP. Doombringer has no TP. Even if they want to actually defend this, Doombringer can't join the fight. And NaVi have got to know this. NaVi will claim this tier 2 tower and make one hell of a dent, but while that, EHOME is claiming the tier 1 tower on the bot. Doom is running back to pick up a TP scroll. The tier 2 is already gone. NaVi claim it. Will they TP bot?
Is under attack.
It's a tower trade.
And that's actually they're TPing to bot lane now. NaVi's Danny as well as Artstyle, both of them TPing up to bot lane. I'm not quite sure if this is a good idea, because both of them need farm. And Doombringer just staying in the woods for the last.
Look at his money, look at his money.
I'm looking at it, and I can't believe what I'm seeing.
A 20-minute Doom Vanguard phase Radiance.
Ring of Basilius as well as magic wand actually.
It's so much. It's so much. How can you handle a Doom?
Actually devouring it up. And he should have his radiance right. And now...
Dendi,
There we go. There we go. And buying it up.
Watch the courier, there's
There
the
we
recipe.
go. And it slides out to Doombringer.
We can't stop watching him right now. The Doombringer is the key for EHOME. Storm Spirit, he did die before he was on his way to BKB. He's almost actually there again. Ogre the Mithril Hammer will come, and then the rest of it.
So currently EHOME, they are really not looking too bad in this game.
Look, even Prophet, Mechanism up for him. Earner's there. A couple of dust charges as well, just in case the Moran oldie
Like
pops.
Artstyle and as a leading the charge there in mid lane, they're probably gonna go for a tier 3 even. Just pushing the
They
lanes
can't,
out.
they won't. They can't, they won't. FCB with the Radiance push, he has a TP scroll as well. They know he'll come back and they know he'll take the tier 2 tower. It's too far for NaVi to push, or is it?
They're gonna go into the woods instead. Puppy actually going for a little bit of a
Radiant's
scout
bottom
there.
tower is under
DS
attack.
and 357 need to get back. 357 needs that ward wall up. The bottom lane TP is coming. X, they want to get this tier 2. If they get the tier 2,
Dire's
fortifications
structures
on
are
here.
fortified.
NaVi wants to go in. This is a lot riskier for EHOME. If NaVi get
Dire's
wrecked,
middle tower
the
is
Howler
under
Terror
attack.
goes. They're being stalled up. The bottom lane tower is
Radiant's
going to go
bottom tower
down.
is under attack.
Doom is brought in. The tier 2 tower won't go down on the top, but it will go down on the bottom
Radiant's
lane.
bottom tower
There goes the
is
tower
falling.
killed by the Dire. EHOME defense. The Doom is currently on Artstyle. Try and retreat back. Doom just runs straight in the middle. Ravage pop. Doom is dead. X jumps in. He wants to kill Xbox. Light of Heaven. Dealing a lot of damage. Mariana's got one. Doom's got another. X wants him. X gets him. Viper actually fight. Now Prophet fights back in the game. 357's called out. Arstyle's got the kill. Doom is back. 8-2-0. Hook missing. Arstyle wanted him. Genji's almost dead. He is. Arstyle will follow. The Sprout. Make him look the wrong way round. Level death. Pops the Arstyle's head. Puppy picks up an Ursa Warrior. He just wants to get the stun. The Sprout is almost back. Puppy has no mana. The Sprout will hold him. The Sprout needs to hold him. It's blocked by the Ursa Warrior. What micro coming out from Puppy. The man is a genius. 13 to 12. How are the kills so close? But during that, no racks went down, no tower, and the tier 2 tower was claimed by EHOME on the bottom.
So currently really close.
Oh my lord, look at that. Look at the goal difference that EHOME have managed to get in the last couple of minutes. 3k advantage they've achieved.
This is then currently still not much, and they forced the buybacks from EHOME to defend the tier 3 tower, which is already on low HP itself. And Strongberg having the Delusion Rune at the moment, tank it up. Currently
This
Light of
is-
Heaven is, as well as Force now, actually Force comes in for his much needed farm.
This is a massively testing time for NaVi.
Was
A huge
84
testing
to
time.
16.
I
And
haven't...
he's still having the highest farm there, but Doom 160 for 17.
Roshan is
Roshan
dead.
has fallen to the
And
Dire.
Doombringer picks it up this time. They focus fired him in the last fight. This time they probably do not want to do it anymore.
This is one massive play here by EHOME. They've just had their racks assaulted. They have just hit back. It was an even battle. They pushed down the tower, and also Doombringer, Aegis the Immortal, 200 gold for everybody.
And look at this farm. Doombringer has got 2k once again.
What would he go next? Would he just go BKB? Storm Spirit completes his BKB. That's going to be massive during the team fights.
Not quite sure what FCB is thinking there. He always has his own way of thinking what he wants to purchase.
Even Prophet's got 2k gold on top of his mech and boots. He's probably even just going to get BTs. Actually, not even that. Why would he? Why would he?
Prophet actually the hero that died the most.
NaVi.
For death to his name.
And NaVi lining up again. All 5 heroes. They are assembling. The ultimates are up for everybody bar Mirana.
NaVi already realizing that.
Tell me Doom has a TP. Yes, he does. He's got 2 of them. EHOME must defend. Wards must go up. There's 3 of them to slow them down, but they're actually on the lower ground. Dandy will easily be able to pick these off, and the Hawk
just misses on 357.
Oh, had a look. The TP now comes back. Doombringer, look at him, glowing red. He wants to stop him. The radiance burn. Doom is on our style. The VS4 man, what a ravage. He's got 357, but Lord of Heaven, the neck pops up. It's buying them time. Mirana's got 1 kill. Attacking from the back part of Heaven goes down. Dandy on very Pudge on very low HP. FCB wants to rest. Hook goes in. Pulls FCB in. The Aegis has already popped. Arstar goes down. Doombringer about to take a fall. Dandy is killing them from the back end. 8-2-0. Dandy is still alive. They're going to get the kill. PLT is arresting. Dandy. Jumps in. Pulls in Xbox. He wants the kill. It's not enough. Or is it? He jumps again. He can't find a hit. Puppy's on the retreat. Kills the Ursa. 2 back up for EHOME. Venomenter respawns. Chen and Mirana both fall back.
NaVi getting the much needed kills. Doombringer died again despite having that Aegis.
But need to breathe. Players need to breathe. Spectators need to breathe.
And shotgutters as well.
Oh.
Close though, he did not die. Leaping back in, getting his farm up. NaVi, they know that if they want to win this, they got to finish it fast before the Dooms becomes even more fat.
Oh. Almost Manta up on Mirana. Almost
Dire's bottom
Manta.
tower is under attack.
And 357 also farming up. When the carries can't farm, the support players do it. Manta side now completed on Mirana. PLT farming as well. That's currently just all about the farm.
Doombringer's going BKP. He's really sick of dying during those fights. He's got the Ogre Club. He can buy the Mithril.
Currently saving his money for buyback, I believe.
Prophet ulti really helping the farm for both Doom and X where they were able to just pop the creep waves the next 2.
And BKB up on Storm Spirit is very much going to help them. And he's going to find a region rune as well.
Arrow! It wants to hit. It doesn't have range. Dendi, if that arrow hit, they would have just popped that Doombringer down. BLT him out, and now trouble in the mid. Now Stars is caught. X jumps in. The pull is going. BLT, there's enough damage. It's the Mirana ulti, but there's down. Prophet gets the hit. Stars go down.
4-man gank there on Artstyle.
Now EHOME want to make a dent.
They are 4 in the mid without Artstyle.
They want the tier 1, they want the tier 2. That's all EHOME want right now. That's all the time they've got. Artstyle's dead.
Coming out. Doombringer just tanking it up at the
Middle
moment.
tower has fallen.
EHOME, they're looking strong in this game. They're 1 kill behind, but in terms of farming, they have the advantage.
EHOME pushing massively fast right now. Doombringer's actually got enough for his BKB, but he's not spending his money. He wants to hold on to it. They're getting the tier 2 tower. Doom with the last hit. 3.2k. EHOME will fall back. They've got the advantage. They don't need to pressure it anymore. That's the last tower outside for NaVi.
And Doombringer TPing back to base. He's going to finish up his BKB right now.
This is huge.
Hammer as well as Blacking by Recipe. 2 TP scrolled, spending all his money, so Doom cannot buy back if he dies right now.
There's still 28 minutes in with a Radiance phase Vanguard BKB on Doombringer.
It's all about the early game side. EHOME have realized that NaVi want to pressure them. Because NaVi, they fear the late game of EHOME. And they do it.
Yeah, they're reassembling again. NaVi, it seems almost suicidal at the moment, but they've been winning the battles as well. Doombringer has had like an Aegis to bring him back at one point. There was a buyback as well. And NaVi
coming once again. NaVi, they really want this Rax.
Prophet's got to get back. Prophet's also completed up a 4-staff during this fight. He TP channels back to the main base. The Venomance is planting the wards. He needs them maxed. A couple boxes in 5. The game is back on. This is NaVi's time. Watch Artstyles. Watch Artstyles. He needs a hook. He walks in. He actually gets pulled in. Artstyles has been over his head. Venomance box the ultimate BKB for Doombringer. Artstyles is already dead. NaVi needs to fall back. Doom is running in. X is on the chase. BKB's already popped for him. He jumps up, but Marana Xbox too fast. He's going to try TB out. There needs to be a pull, needs to be a stun. There isn't. NaVi retreat with only one casualty.
BKB popping up for the Storm as well as Doombringer. On the other hand, Tidehunter ulti popped as well.
Pudge. So many deaths for him.
Radiant's
He
courier
can't let
has
this
been
keep happening.
killed.
Radiant's courier.
Whoa,
Where
what
the
did I
hell
miss?
was that?
Not quite sure where, but I hope
Regeneration.
for and regeneration there for X. And we're currently looking at X's gold account. He's got 3.7k in the bank.
Oh my lord. Oh.
Enough for buyback, enough for a Mystic Staff.
Look
He's
at
jumping in. He's going on horse. He really wants to go it.
He's going to get him, but he's actually got the wrong one. Now he finds the right one. Marana pops the ulti, but where is the dust? The roar goes. BS, they don't know where he's gone. He's inside the tree, but Doom's in trouble. Hey, BS swap, A2O, saving the carry. Arrow pops out. A2O, the sacrificial lamb. FCB will TP. X is on the run. X is on the run. He has a BKB if he wants to pop and TP. Xbox wants to harass, but X making the most of the high ground.
Great counter gank there by NaVi. 18-17 once again, having a 1-kill lead. In the meantime, PLT on his profit, still firing up the woods.
A2O probably did the best thing he could have just did then. NaVi have been losing our styles in the last two battles. But VS, it is his job. It is his role of this match from now on.
Look at what NaVi
Keep
are
him
doing.
alive.
NaVi are doing it once again.
No, they can't. Prophet's going to push bottom if they do. That wave is going to push through to the tier 3 tower and make an opening. They can't push this. VS is back up.
They're still doing it. They're still going for it. They really want this.
They have no Tide ulti. It's 20 seconds of cooldown. This is not the fight NaVi want. Not at the timing.
ELT also TPing back towards
Sentry
the
wards, what are these guys doing here? Smoking sentries. That's wasted money on the ground. Light of Heaven is going to take it. They're going to push. NaVi
Dire
want to go.
structures
The
are
wards
fortified.
are up. The fortification starts. Tidehunter's ulti. It is now off cooldown. The Ravage is ready. Doombringer.
They're gonna do. Look
Doom
at
has no
Arsenal
money.
if they're gonna go for that initiation.
Doom has no money to buy back at this point. Prophet ulti trying to slow down and damage him up. Puppy has a mech. He's popped it already though. Now it goes. Hook goes from Arsenal. A2O to the wrong spot, but he initiated on Dandy. Dandy's almost dead. Light of Heaven FCB. The Doom is BKB. A2O is the only casualty right now. Still, Light of Heaven trying to escape. VS and actually better going down. Storm jumps. They want the support. They want to get one kill here. He's sprouted. He's dead. Doom is there. Arstyle's falling back. The Earnchild is really helping him to regen. 2-for-1 trade Hawk. He wanted the Doombringer.
I'm not quite sure if this is a good idea though, because probably Doom is gonna be happy if he's pulled in.
Viper still got his ulti. Hudger's still got his ulti.
Really good there, currently by EHOME. They're still holding on to the racks, which is the main thing. NaVi managing to get 2 kills to 1. Taking the Tidehunter for Venomancer as well as the
Dire's
VS.
top tower
That was not
is
a good
under
trade for
attack.
EHOME. Still, look at that. Even with the kills going NaVi's way, 10,000 gold is the difference. EHOME, they just keep farming. They just keep getting more money, and they'll just keep buying back. And actually mid, they want to initiate. They're guaranteed. Arstyle is called out. The PLT takes a lot of damage. 4-star is up. Arstyle still wants to kill. Suicide and a kill. Oh my lord, Arstyles, you are God. Who could pull that off? And why did Prophet run back in?
Hodge also buying back into the game instantly.
Oh, why? Why? He takes away the advantage he just fought so hard to get. The sad thing for him is he didn't get the XP from the kill either. That kill happened after. It was still the after effects of the rot that got the kill.
And Light of Heaven was then currently they're looking for a gang instead. They're probably thinking that push. They can't fight EHOME head on, then pick somebody off.
EHOME won't fall for that though. They saw the buyback. They don't want to lose anything. X is actually going to be the one who's actually most out in the limb. He's actually got ultimate orb up. He's almost got enough to buy the Mystic Staff, which means that Hex Stick is not far off.
NaVi going again. They're going to go mid once again.
Again? When will they ever stop? The sentry ward is
They're not
dropped.
gonna stop.
They
They're
want to
not gonna
know.
stop.
They want to know who is here. Light of Heaven. He sees the Plague Ward. Doom is up. He wants to get Light of Heaven off. Ravage is still not cooldown. Dandy is popped. Dandy BKB popped. They want to bring it down. They have got him. No, they don't. Vengeful Spirit. They're still alive. Light of Heaven. The Hawk Slice and Venom Enter entwined. X still brings them down tight. The only fall just yet. Viper manages to actually get out, once again diving in, but the test of fate from Chen. It is the second time that Chen has saved the life once he goes in.
And we see the same thing happening. Tidehunter being traded there for V as well as Venomancer.
At the moment, I want to give man of NaVi to Puppy. He has really saved that Viper twice. EHOME would have wiped that entire match. Then it wouldn't have just been a one trade-off for Tidehunter. Viper would have been dead twice over, but he hasn't. Then he gets farm, and now we can Viper Yasha. And he's almost on his Manta. Then he won't need the test of fate.
And look at what they are doing.
The
Actually
graph.
pulling it back. They are really pulling it back now.
It's only by 2,000, but it is a start for all those NaVi fans out there. We've had some amazing DotA over 5 days. We were worried that NaVi might go with their normal trend of demolishing the opposition team, but EHOME, the hope for China, will not stand for that. And now Doombringer, he has a plate mail. We're looking at Shivas.
Or maybe Assault.
Maybe Assault, but there is no one else who's going to get Shivas, I don't think.
At least not for now. And you're looking at Axis Farm. 2.9k. Ultimate Orb. Looking to see what he's gonna go for. He's probably gonna want that cheap stick. But really not getting the farm because they fear Dandy. Artstar will take one guy out. Just before the fight.
I was waiting for this. There's Knobs Ward in the mid. There's Knobs Ward in the mid. They're going to look to FCB if Arstars can get the hook. And, oh, hello, X has Invis. He's going to look for an easy kill and probably just scout out the NaVi side if they can.
And currently looks like this is the first time that...
Oh, no. Oh, bottom lane. X has got to know he's there. X is going to go this, or will he wait for support? Xbox, he does have the Manta, and he leaps in. X needs to jump down and stun him, but he's not. The TP's already gone.
It's
too late.
It's already too late.
Yeah, he's just clearing up the trees, he checks for it. And now he realizes the horrible thing. Mirana felt it coming. The senses were tingling.
And EHOME together on the bottom lane, but looks like NaVi, they have other ideas, they're pushing mid once again.
Nature's Prophet gets Aghanim's Viper, Ashley gets the Manta down done. No wonder they want to push mid. How is this battle going to go again?
Not defending.
EHOME, they still want to push out this bottom lane. They can TP back when they need to. X wants to actually apply pressure to NaVi. You want to push my mid, we're going to defend our mid.
Tier 3 tower is already gone for EHOME.
They're now back.
Go for the... They are back at the moment.
Altera wants to go for the check.
Anyone though.
Look at Doom. He's flaming red. Do you really want to fight a Doom who is really annoyed? For the 5th time, NaVi will assault the mid barracks. No tell me the barracks is open, and now they just come in. All they want is the melee. All they storm jumps in. As Xbox are ravished now. Puppy's in trouble again. Puppy is brought down first. Chen is gone. How much more can they do? Arstars wants to bring in FCB. They're still burning. The melee race is up. X is done. Tide was in. X gets forced stuffed in. Then jumps all these out. And then gets forced back in. Viper gets the kill. They want to harass down Doombringer. He's got nothing left. Draw by back. He's going to bring down Xbox. The proper trees up. They still want to kill X. Arstars almost dead. FCB is burning him. Dendai is tied for the kill. Arstars burns to death. Prophet needs a sprout. They need a stun. They need something. Dendai TP's out. 3 lost. Buyback happens. Light of Heaven. He can't TP. There's no mana for it. They won't fight him though. Oh, and here we go, EHOME. Here we go, EHOME.
The really Meteorac's taking a lot of damage here from the Manta style illusions from Miranda as well as Viper, and Pudge buying back into the game once again.
Oh, they know they want to. The TPs. Dandy, look, he just wants to push. He just wants this game over. He does not want this to go late.
Doombringer completing up Shiva's guard.
Are they going to do this? Are they seriously going to be able to do this? They don't even know what's happening. They don't know. There's enough DPS. There is nothing NaVi can do to stop this.
Roshan has
is
fallen to the
dead.
damage.
Spirit against the Aegis. EHOME have been throwing a lifeline. And still, the most important thing about DotA doesn't matter about kills, doesn't matter about farm. The racks is what counts. And EHOME needs to claim one.
They will definitely need to claim it, but NaVi currently looking like the side that is going to be the first one to claim it. But mid assault, is it going to come at some point once again or not? Art style buyback definitely hurting his economy, not sure why he did so.
Yeah, again, it was a second buyback we've actually seen from Pudge. He just wants to have a presence on the map. The Shivas for Doom. What else have we got? Venno, he's pretty thin. Venture Spirit the same, a couple of races and going consumables, but that is the role of Venno and PS. That's why they die early.
Actually, Venture Spirit having a vitality booster there to actually boost their HP a little bit. So this is fine already.
How's our styles going? Vanguard, not afraid to buy back. Vitality booster. Dendi, he's actually got Manta, Vanguard, Vitality as well. Puppy's walking around, Ogre Club, as well as the mech. He's also got a point booster in his lineup.
So he's going to go for that Aghanim Scepter.
X is walking around with 3,400 gold and ultimate orb. BKB as well as the Aegis.
Always just before he managed to complete that sheep stick, he's always getting not really ganked, but now he has been doing the assault and he had to buy back. But this time with Aegis looking very good for him.
Doombringer. This is such a tense moment right now. Both teams, they want to have farms so they can buy back. Look at Mirana as well. Manta, ultimate orb, and 3,200 gold on Xbox. Profit ulti with that Aghanim said it deals so much more damage on a global scale.
And FCB really pressuring the top lane at the moment, but Navi already falling back.
Oh, yeah. And now Profit also goes down the bottom lane. This is actually fantastic play here by EHOME. They want to get Navi on the back foot, so they stop harassing the middle lane. If they do that, then they get more control back. Then they can do what they're doing right now. They farm them for their own neutrals, they get their gold in, and they get their advantage back. You see it now dipping below 10, or above now 10,000 for the Dire. They want to get back on top of this economy and really lock the Radiant out.
And Skies of Voice completed up on Storm Spirit. He's got no gold whatsoever.
He has the Aegis though. He has the Aegis.
It's about Navi if they can kill Storm twice over or not. And you will still have that Doombringer sitting on top of you.
Oh.
So currently looks Light of Heaven as well as Puppy. They both are on the top lane. Navi's Dendi. Mirana having a sheep stick.
This is unusual for Mirana.
But very much needed, I suppose.
Well, whoever's got the money needs to get the disable. And EHOME, where will they find someone? That is going to be the bigger question. Dendi and Puppy look nice. Light of Heaven looks nicer. Raw goes in. BS pop! They want to bring him! The Ravish does pop! EHOME pops in. It's the Mirana ulti. Arrow hits up 357. 81 gets taken fall. Shiva's got by FCB. Storm is dealing the damage. Light of Heaven still alive. Puppy is the one who is soon. They want no one being tested face out. PLT damage being done by Dendi. He is still alive. R-Styles low HP. FCB still fighting. Still burning everybody. R-Styles. Storm. He's jumped up. He's still got the Aegis. Xbox takes the ball as well. It's 3 down. The buybacks need to start. Light of Heaven trying to retreat out, but Doom's already gone. Can EHOME do some damage? Doombringer losing hardly any HP while the Aegis is up.
Back up.
EHOME will push.
Radiant
Punch
structures
cannot buy
are
back.
fortified.
Punch cannot buy back.
Neither can Mirana. Neither can Chen. This is 50 seconds of fun. Dendi needs to hold them back. Sprout. The army is up. TP support is coming in. Light of Heaven is there. The Prophet ulti helps out. X on low HP, but he wants to jump. He really wants to jump. Dendi is a pig. FCB, he's storming in, but they want Light of Heaven. They're going to get Light of Heaven. He is sprouted. He will die. EHOME, they get another. They want the racks though. X, trouble, jumps back. Get the tower. Get the racks. Don't die to Dendi. Force up. TP. Chen is back alive. And out we go. Doombringer's on the way. PLT TP's out. EHOME go out. Good battle there by EHOME, but still not getting the racks.
So currently looks like mid lane on both sides. The tier 3 towers down. 28 to 27. Such a close call.
I can't believe only one tower is actually still up. In fact, oh! I didn't even realize the tier 1 is still alive for EHOME on the top. How is that the case when we're 44 minutes in?
Basically because NaVi have always been pushing in mid lane. They
Tier
just
2 on the
wanted
bot
mid.
too.
They just wanted mid.
Oh, there's one way to get a Rax. But it gives EHOME great map control, and that's why they can keep moving around inside their neutrals with very little fear. And Art Styles, don't do what I think you're going to do. Prophet's going to TP, the Sprout will come, Art Styles can't get out, and Storm jumps in. This is going to be a huge kill. He is currently pulled. He was a pig. He's going to be roasted. The test of faith. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Puppy at the moment has most valuable player for NaVi. Stuff Dendy with a pull, stuff the hooks. He is keeping his carry alive. It is why they class him as a genius of DotA. But there's so many geniuses currently playing this game.
Actually, all 10 of them currently playing are some of the best players in all of the world. Into the grand final.
1,400 gold, the difference is still going the way of EHOME.
They're going to go for it. They want the initiation back.
Who are they going to find though?
Got it smoked up.
Big speed. Big speed.
EHOME
It's the war drums. The war drums at NaVi. Bump, 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 bump. They want to get an EHOME. They're actually going the other way.
They are.
His ship's in the night again. But you know what they want. You know what they want. And NaVi are doing the same. It's a base raid. The hook goes up. EHOME. Where are you going? They're going what?
They're going to bot lane at the moment. EHOME showing themselves.
Now they get a push. NaVi have to fall back.
They're coming in from behind.
There's no TP for Pudge. There's a TP for Dendy.
Radiant's bottom
EHOME.
tower
They don't
is
know
under
that they're
attack.
out in the
This
base.
is just like, oh, make a choice. Make a choice. Push the mid, push the bot, just push something.
NaVi coming in from behind. The horse gonna look for the initiation.
Look for the arrow. Look for the arrow. Now they're going to push in. EHOME have the time. They need the racks. The fortification
Radiant's
will
middle
buy some
barracks are
time.
under
It now
attack.
pops off. The arrow must fly. The arrow will fly. The arrow will hit nothing. FCB pops the BKB. Light of heaven. The Ravage pops. A2O. He will be the first to fall. Xbox had to jump out the back. It is an absolute shambles at the moment. A2O. Light of heaven. Almost dead. He is. Doombringer. Also, he is getting the kills, dominating. FTB still alive. Arstyle still fighting. Still jumping around. He wants to pull Dendy out. Missing the hawk from Arstyle. He won FTB. Still pulls him back. Arstyle's almost dead. He is dead. Xbox with a leap. Dendy trying to run back. Egg, jump. Furious. TP.
Radiant's
Sprout,
middle barracks
Sprout
are
him.
under
Not
attack.
there. Going to the kill. X in trouble. Does get out. PLT also TPing out. Dendy caught the Sprout. FTB. He will go down. No, he won't.
Radiant's
30
middle
for
barracks
29.
are under
NaVi.
attack.
They're still in by 1 kill, but that's mostly because of the support heroes of EHOME dying all over the place.
How did they get the mid-racks? How did NaVi? So much indecision from EHOME, but they still get the racks. It is what they needed. The one lane that NaVi were basically pumping all their resources and time and effort into, and EHOME just cripple it.
EHOME looking really strong at the moment. They just have the massive farm advantage, but NaVi still holding up with less farm. Very impressive play. Was going to go for that tier 1 tower on the top lane. Is somebody going to come in? Only PLT is
Dire's top
currently
tower is under
farming.
attack.
And he's just TPing a fake TP.
He still wants to harass. He actually goes real this time. Xbox turns around and says, you want this? You want a piece of this? I'm Xbox. I am Mirana. I am the king of Mirana in Dota 2.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
And Chen also managed to complete that, but Agnes said this might actually just give NaVi the edge they need, keeping themselves a little bit longer in the fight.
The only downside for it is, though, he has no money to buy back if he gets killed.
Probably then, normally they're not going to focus Puppy.
Same with Light of Heaven. The bright side for Light of Heaven now is he pops level 16 after this creep wave. And there'll be a level 3 Ravage. Longer stun, more damage. And there's that 16. PLT, though, look at him. Prophet is almost popping 21. Vengeful Spirit, 13. All he needs to do is swap.
Look what NaVi is doing.
Oh, no.
They're going to go for it. And what the hell?
Butterfly! Doombringer wants some damage. NaVi's gonna push the middle. Doom does not have enough money for a buyback and he doesn't have a TP. He needs to walk. FCB will be out of position if NaVi push hard. NaVi will want to do this. They need to defend their racks. Doombringer's going to come in through the top right, top lane. Hostile goes for the hook. Fortification will be up. Prophet needs to buy some time. Doom is now coming in. NaVi did not push fast enough. Fortification's up. The creep wave spawns. FCB wants to go towards the front lines. Venomous to steal those wards. They're really holding NaVi off. BS top. Xbox is in. The Ravage top. Big Ray. Kill it. They want Marana. They got Marana. Visual Spirit being the price. Storm wants Arstyle. Doombringer. Massive Doom on Dendi. There's nothing he can do. He will just die. Arstyle is burning. Butterfly doing enough damage. Storm jumps in. Arstyle is dead. Big. How the hell did he do that? Puppy, now gone to Sprout. Dendi pulled back in again. Puppy, the man who saved everyone's life cannot save his own. Fight back by Viper.
And PLT team deeping towards the bot lane.
He will go. Trees, tower, TP. Oh, Dendi, 4-star gets PLT out of damage range. But Doombringer's making a beeline
Radiant's
for the
bottom
mid.
tower is under attack.
Currently pressure on NaVi at the moment. Tidehunter's ultimate is not back up. Mirana's dead, the main DPS here is not there. No healing coming up either.
EHOME.
Upside and then the EHOME looking really strong. They're gonna go for the bot lane.
They're gonna get the kill list. Stars can get a massive hook. He's in position. He has the ulti. He gets the hook. He got a 3x7. The kill will go. But no! He gets the ball sharp out. X jumps in. 357 lives. And they get our styles. Dendi Delusion is chasing it. They will want the melee barracks. Hit the melee barracks. Who cares about Dendi right now? The melee barracks will get you a win. It will get you a 1-up and level this up. Arrow flies, misses on FCB. Xbox push him back. There is a chicken, it's a pig, it's a silenced pig. Dendi still won't do the damage. Then it pops up by Xbox. There's currently a Commodore courage popped up on X. Gets the chicken. Ulti's away. Marana wants it. He has no arrow. He's got to be careful. Doom's up cooldown in 5 seconds. 4-star gets PLT back out. The mid barracks is getting done off. Arrow free.
Radiant's top tower
And
is
it's
under
nothing.
attack.
In the meantime, the mid push through. The top is going to go down. Will it? There's 2 meat wagons hitting it. Fury. He was not going to TP in. He was thinking about it. They decided to go back to base.
Radiant's middle
Puppy
tower
defense.
is
Got the
under
difference
attack.
in gold at the moment.
On tier 4 towers, they're getting ripped. They're getting nailed. Difference in gold. Gearing it up towards the top. All he needs to do is keep the pressure on. That's all EHOME need to do to level this grand final. The battle for $1 million. And EHOME want to level to 1 apiece. Oh, seriously. Even if NaVi want to stop this, they
can't.
cannot stop this. Roshan will die. The damage is too much from EHOME. And NaVi are pushing the top lane right now. EHOME will get the Aegis. It will go to Storm Spirit.
Roshan has fallen to the
cheese.
dark.
And the cheese will go to 8-2-0.
8 to the Venture Spirit, always the one taking the fall.
Now the smoke goes out for NaVi. They want to initiate. They want to find somebody out. And actually FCB, he's in no man's
Radiant's middle
land.
tower is
He is
under
in
attack.
no man's land. He wants to
FCB
push the
gonna come
bottom.
down. FCB.
This
What
is
you
not.
doing, son?
He has no TP. He can't fight this. NaVi, find him. I do not understand my world right now.
Doombringer buyback instantly. Butterfly up for Nature's Prophet.
Radiant's middle
serious?
tower is under attack.
Prophet so much damage now on top of his Manta style and BTs. Oh, poor little Trinity can't join the fight. He
Radiant's
so wants
middle
to help out the
tower
die
has
right now.
fallen.
Not a single agility carry on EHOME bar 8 Vengeful Spirit, but an int hero and a strength hero actually posting up the butterfly.
Well, EHOME, they're always been about being inventive.
And currently FCB, he's bought back. He's really pissed off at the moment.
It was his own fault. It was his own fault.
Bad positioning there by him. He already thought this. We already got this in the bag.
EHOME This is going to be the final push for them. They want to get the top. Here we go. Arsenal will look for the horn. He goes way too low. Now they're going to dive. He actually gets forced up back in again and pops the cheese. Light heaven's a pig. Arrow flies. Savage pops. Big trouble. 2 minutes in. Exit foul. They're looking for a kill. They've got one by Viper. Puppy is being brought down. Puppy is down. H2O finally dies. That's going to be the cost of H2L. You know the guy I'm talking about. Vengeful Spirit. Then against Quantum Sprout. He's trying to bring down 357. Who is slowly waddling away. GG from NaVi. EHOME level. It's a genocide. EHOME is celebrating right now inside the booth. NaVi can't believe it. We're going to have a 15-minute break. And we're going to be back here soon. The teams need a break. NaVi need to compose themselves. EHOME. Well, they just need to be awesome. What a play by them, Slash. What a play.
What a play by every single one of them. The DotA have won. It's official right now. But we have to keep in mind, NaVi already won one game. It's 1 apiece.
That's right. Leveled up. But with EHOME, convincing performance. NaVi moving away from their like what they regularly went to pick up the punch, which worked so well for them as well. Coming up with Tidehunter as well. Will it be enough? We're going to find out. We'll see you guys in a very, very short amount of time. Don't go anywhere. This is the battle for $1 million right here at Gamescom.